ঠান্ডা কিছু খেলে অনেকেই তীব্র দাঁত শীর্ষের সমস্যা বোধ করেন। সঠিক সময়ে ব্যবস্থা না নিলে এই শীর্ষের সমস্যা নিজে থেকে চলে যাবে না। তাই প্রতিদিনের সুরক্ষায় আমি রেকমেন্ড করি সেন্সোডাইন। এর সায়েন্টিফিক ফর্মুলা দাঁত শীর্ষের সমস্যায় বেশ কার্যকরী।
Very good afternoon. Welcome to the Zahir Ahmed Chaudhry Stadium here in Chattogram for the second T20 International between Bangladesh and Zimbabwe in the Dutch Bangla Bank series.
Shantu, you have the coin.
Heads, please. Heads is the call.
Heads is the call.
Tails it is.
It is a tail. Shantu, you've won the toss. What are you going to do first and why?
I like to bowl first. Again, looks fresh wicket. We like to defend as much as we can.
This one looks a little bit different to the one on Friday night, though. Not the same amount of grass.
Yes, it looks, but in Chittagong always looks good wicket to bat. So we have to very careful with our bowling attack.
It's Bangladesh. They've won the toss again, and they're going to bowl again.
And Zimbabwe batting. Tino, just the three changes may be quite crucial. One enforced.
Third boundary, third time he's. There's the big sweep from Kohli, up and over. Second time that
यहाँ बांग्लादेश bowlers मेहदी हसन मिराज.
Hello and welcome to the Sher-e-Bangla National Stadium here in Meerpur, Dhaka for the second one-day international.
Litton has the coin. Please give it a flip.
Heads is the call. It's tails.
It is tails. What would you like to do, Litton, and why?
I like to bat first.
Into the 11, Kuldeep Sen, we heard.
In a 50 overs game, in a 20 overs game, there is pressure because you don't know what's a good target to
Say
set.
hello once again to Sunil Gavaskar.
We all know that they didn't put full credit to Mehdi Hasan Miraj, and more importantly, because what a terrific victory. I do believe Shamim is concerned, playing against India. Lost. So this is going to be completely easy. So Deepak Chahar who can get the ball to move.
Oh, good ball once again. That is what a bowler wants to do first up. Just deviating down leg, little roll of the wrist, sends it on its way. There's a chase on here. The ball wins it. And oh, that's whipped given and hammered away. What a classic shot that is through the covers.
Earlier. There again he comes back with a terrific delivery and he's got him.
Original decision is out, pitching outside off, impact in line, wickets is hitting. I'm going back to Michael on field.
And that's a confirmation. There was a catch drop, but this one jacked back and caught Anamul Haq plumb in front. Well, that was a loose delivery and punished with disdain.
Seen in the air. Straight down the ground by Shanton. That's the most convincing shot he's played yet. And again he goes down. This time he just let the ball hit the middle of the bat, really. That was all timing. Bowled him right through the gates. That's what Siraj can do, the one that goes straight in between.
The ball to beat the bat, especially to the left-hander. Here he comes and pitches that ball up, not trying to shape away the ball from the right-hander. Litton Das, it's absolutely straight. As the captain, Litton Das departs for 7, 39 for 2.
Short and cut for 4. Controlled, that was by Bowled him, stomp out the ground. Doesn't matter if Shagib isn't on strike. I'll get Shanto out instead.
Shakib Al Hasan. 151 Ks, the pace on that ball from Umran Malik. Beaten all ends up. Shanto departs for 21, Bangladesh 50.
What a beautiful shot that is. A gem of a shot from in the air. And taken.
Just feel this is a shot of frustration and a little panic as well. Not being able to get momentum into his innings. Catch. Shakib out for 8. Shot 66.
Mahmudullah Riyad at this stage of the game. Catch him! Turn, bounce. Taken. Umpire not interested.
Keep it rolling through. Looks like the ball has keep it rolling through. Keep it rolling through. There's a clear spike as the ball is next to the gloves. I'm satisfied that the catch is fairly taken. I'm going back to on-field umpire, please. Signal now.
The right line, the right length, and Mushfiqur finds himself onto the way to the sheds. He's out.
Bowled. Too close to cut. Pays the big price. Want to know what this is turning out to be.
Have to wait another day to see the true talent of a thief. That's a beautiful piece of bowling, knowing that the left-hander, he's out for the Golden Duck. Bangladesh 69 for 6. I just think they've been a little rattled, those changes.
Has gone through. Touch wide and gets the treatment. That is a lovely shot.
Lucky, that'll be a boundary. It was again testing stuff from Mohammad. Nicely picked up, but it's misjudged at the boundary by Umran Malik. It's taken a while, but they'll hope that there is growth in that total for Bangladesh.
Beautiful shot from Mahidi.
That have come here at the Sher Bangla. You see chopping it on. Well, doesn't matter how it ends up. You can see the expression of the bowler because he was aiming to play
Forward square.
Talk about hitting it forward square. That is a delectable slug sweep. He tonks it away over the top. Well,
Bang into the gap. 4 runs for Mahmudullah. Wasn't that short, that delivery, but he lacks. Chips for the single that Mehdi Hassan Miraz needed to get to his 3rd one-day international 50 and his 1st against India, not only to get wickets but to get runs as well amongst the fans as well. He scored at a quick rate, 55 deliveries. Well, that really rushed Mahmudullah, but well played in the end. He goes through to his 27th ODI 50, his 3rd against India. How often has he come in and finished innings for Bangladesh or got them out of a tight situation like this? Genuine edge, going to run away for a boundary. Mehdi again. That's very short. Chance, perhaps the 3rd man, just short. Rajat Patidar.
Not enough. Just falling short.
Lovely. He knew exactly what was coming his way, Mahmudullah.
there he goes, thumps it and flood butts it to the boundary. Excellent shot. Stood up.
Much better ball, but equally well to it. This is Mahmudullah at his best.
Millionaire, millionaire, millionaire. Non-stop millionaire. ওয়ালটন ফ্রিজ, টিভি, এসি, ওয়াশিং মেশিন ও ফ্যান কিনে আবারও হতে পারেন মিলিয়নিয়ার। রয়েছে কোটি কোটি টাকার নিশ্চিত উপহার, সেরা পণ্যে সেরা অফার। ওয়ালটনই মিলিয়নিয়ার।
Oh, just a wonderful, wonderful take. Just try to cut it away. What a fabulous starting.
To get their 7th wicket, gets a bowling change, gets Umran Malik back, gets pace on the ball. Thick outside edge. Very nice catch. Departs for a well-compiled 77 to 1-7 for 7.
Boy, he is not going to hang about. What about that? Thrashing the pace of Umran Malik. Goes again. Oh my goodness. This is terrific. He has been given a job. He's not going to hang about. He is going to take the bowlers on. Oh, that's got the top part of the upper part. Up and under. That is going a long, long way. Backs away, cracks it, finds the gap, and the ball rises away. What a superlative strike that was. Smashes that, past the diving fielder. Take that, a belligerent strike. He makes room for himself. Cheeky. Oh, what about that? The initial thought was saw the bowler going to the offside. He goes big time. How far is that going? That's going many a mile into the crowd. This is shimmering, delightful cricket here from him. Goes again now. That is high and handsome. Lands amongst the crowds who are absolutely in raptures. This
50 partnership.
He's hit that away over the top. It's going. And it's going to just drop short. He's going to get a couple of runs. I don't think he should go for the third one. He gets closer. And it might be a no ball. He's got his 100. Mehdi Hasan Miraj, take a bow. They all stand up. The whole stadium stands up for one of the most impressive, magnificent and awe-inspiring innings.
Very often in the near future. A performance par excellence Hasan Miraj has achieved here against the Indian team. Gets a partnership of 54. Thanks the Almighty. And a higher score by number 8 batter as well.
Given the most wonderful gift, the most by any side after the fall of the 6th wicket. Right. So it's 271. It's all gone quiet after they had trouble straight away. And Amal, the skipper, they all went, and he's added value to a great extent by playing one of what will remain to be one of the best innings.
Has done well. 69 for 6, opening the innings with Shikhar Dhawan. Don't keep this man away. First ball. Runs on the board for India. Pace is enough for it to get to the boundary, and India start their chase.
Oh, close, close.
Cleaned up, first strike. He's been very impressive with the ball, and Ibadat Hussain continues to do that in the one-day internationals too.
Salute to the crowd. Love Virat Kohli. It was a short delivery. Pulled it. Bottom edge. Knocks out the off top. Virat Kohli goes for 5. India 7 for 1.
A boundary to start off. That's nasty. That's another wicket for Bangladesh. It was not an easy...
Extra bounce. And they keep on celebrating. This time it's the Fizz who does the trick. Caught him by surprise. Extra bounce. Loops up. And who else but Mehdi Hasan Miraj? That one goes for 8. India 13 for 2.
The timing on that stroke signifies exactly what Washington Sundar is capable of.
Patel. Big shot down the track. That is glorious from Shreyas Iyer. Went high. The timber in the air and out. It's another one down straight away.
And he scooped the catch to mid-wicket. This was not even tossed up. It's a little bit hard to understand why Washington Sundar went for that push drive. Third wicket for 39, Washington Sundar gone for 11.
Oh, that's going to be close. I think he's gone. Yes, indeed. Ball keeping a tug low. KL Rahul trying to whip it away. It allows it to hit him pretty much in front.
Or advance down the ground. Stand up and give it a quick flick. As such, Mahidi gets the big wicket of Rahul. India in dire straits, 65 for 4.
Nasir Ahmed down the leg side, swept and swept very well. They needed something like that. Banladeshi bowlers. Oh, didn't know very much about that one. The arm ball almost getting on a wicket. Better bat, gets a very fortuitous boundary. Turning it on. Up and under. That is going at the distance. Fantastic shot. And that's pumped away over the top. Short, deserved to be punished. Good comeback delivery. It's going for possibly a boundary, but and it
Swivels and pulls and takes a 50. 14th ODI half century. 6 50s and 100 in his just 69 balls.
Short, punished for the very first ball from Mahmudullah.
And what a good shot this.
That's 4 through the gap. Had enough power on that from Shreyas Iyer. Long enough, high enough. Shreyas Iyer with another 6.
Once again going down the pitch, but this time he hasn't quite connected it. Oh, and he takes it. You can see the ball was just a little bit short, so he didn't quite get it off the middle of the bat. He knows it as soon as he's hit it, that he's hit it up in the air, and Afif, not going to make a mistake, takes it very, very comfortably. Shreyas Iyer, what an innings he's played, but he should have stuck around. 82 for him, 172 for 5.
Patel, he goes and goes big. Beautiful shot, hitting with the spin.
That single will give him his second one-day international 50. He made 64 not out of 35 versus West Indies at Port of Spain in July this year. Still a lot of hard work to be done because he's just lost his partner. But what an innings this is turning out to be. Lovely shot. Beautiful shot. That's gone past the fielder in the deep. 4 more. Down the wicket. Gone. Ibadat Hussain does the trick for Bangladesh. Akshar Patel chancing his arms.
Shakib for this wicket because he bowled a maiden to Thakur. Beautiful captaincy from Lipton Das, taking Mahidi off and bringing back the pace. After a little pressure applied to this partnership. And one too many risks. He batted beautifully, Akshar Patel, but it comes to an end back into this game. And that's a big 6. Mustafiza.
This one. Oh, that's going to be out. Beating him all ends up. Shakib Al Hasan, look at the expression on his face. Drew the batsman forward.
And this is a terrific delivery. Let's toss it up a little bit, not too much. This is the wicket of a wonderful bowler. Drawing him forward, there was turn. And Thakur's gone for 7, and 7 down 207.
Swings, doesn't make adequate contact. Thank you very much. Catch taken easily by Najmul Hussain Chanto. Ibadat Hussain.
Deepak Chahar had to do this. He had to throw his bat the ball. This is not the easiest of lengths to hit. The ball would have hit more towards the maker's name. Easy catch. Chair's gone for 11. India have lost their 8th wicket for 213.
Swings around. That's going to go a long, long way. This is swings up in the air. How far is that going? Seems to be heading into the crowd once again. Another mammoth 6. Nice looking shot into the deep. Timed so sweetly. Placed so perfectly for another boundary. Gets him to hit a big, long one. First one off the screws. Oh, that's going to be wides down the leg side. Just giving a chase, dragging it back. He swings, that's high up in the air now. The fielder settling underneath this one. He's dropped it. Just could not get it. I think it's Zimbabwe. Just couldn't line himself up.
Same direction the other day. Going for the big hit, getting the leading edge. And the ball is swirling, the ball is swirling. Not easy for Ibadat.
Here we go again. He has gone for the big one. He's putting the balls in the slot and immediately really giving India a glimmer of hope. Now that's a full toss. How far is that going? Into and out of the hands once again. Unbelievable. This is the second time. That's Anamal Hagbijay dropping another one.
What's happening? This one again, not quite middling it. And there it is. Oh.
20 from this over already. And Bolan! He goes for the big one. It kept a little low. Mohammad Siraj on strike, going for the glory shot.
But not the wicket that he was looking for. On the stumps, he goes for the big hit. And he misses and the bowler hits. The 9th wicket down, 252. Siraj gone for 2, but importantly, Rohit Sharma.
Mustafizur Rahman, India need 20 for a win, under 20. And that's another beauty. He goes charging, slices it. It's going to go to the square, third man boundary. Oh, good ball, well played, even better. What a shot that is. He smashed that away, cut it back with a point.
And another get one of the deep mid-wicket guys inside, or maybe the mid-on guy inside, long-on guy. That's going to be a great shot.
Swing and a miss. Very important dot ball here. 2 balls, 12 runs needed. It's up in the air. How far is that traveling? Far enough. Long one. It's not a boundary. Sharma gets to his 50 of 27 balls. Turn around. Need 6. Yorker line. Bangladesh have done it. They have managed to restrict Rohit Sharma. Mustafizur Rahman gets a dot ball in, and Bangladesh win this match by 5 runs. Incredible scenes here. The 3rd day running, the crowd have erupted.
18 bilateral home series. They won 15 out of the last 18 bilateral homes. Right under the Indian skipper's bat.
Bangladesh can afford to relax now after being quite tensed up. It has been a delight to watch this humdinger of a match. A close goal, under the distress
on the dot. And that too at such a crucial time. A little further up, and it could have been
one in one internationals here in the recent past. And what a wonderful comeback. Kohli just 5 runs short of the target. Impressive bowling. So, the match summary of this second. It's impressive performance. Over the top, easily done. That'll give him some confidence back. Gets 4 runs to finish.
Kishan.
Nice boundary. An inside-out shot that Virat Kohli masters it so very well. Fluency coming into this batting innings of Virat Kohli. Gets to another half-century with a comfortable single down the ground. Virat Kohli his 65th half-century.
Full toss for Kohli, dispatched through the offside. On the up. Crashed through the offside by Virat Kohli. That's his best shot so far. That's short, and that's over the offside, well in front of square. Kohli now has an... No one out there. Glorious from Kohli.
Oh, what a shot that is to bring up his 100. What a 100. This is 70 with both hands. Still a very good knock. Yeah, this time it's down the ground for the maximum. Yeah, I saw him coming down the wicket. It was a little bit wide and a very good catch in the deep.
We just lost KL Rahul. Ishan Kishan got out of 3 of 5, and there's been 3 batters who've just followed Ishan Kishan. The momentum that the Indians had gained or would have wanted to capitalize on, we'll just see a little dip in that catch on the deep of Virat Kohli. 3-4-4 for 5.
ভিটামিন যুক্ত নতুন লাইফ বয় হ্যান্ড ওয়াশ যা জীবাণু প্রতিরোধে সাধারণ সাবানের চেয়ে 100% শক্তিশালী সুরক্ষা।
Assist Ishan Kishan, who's coming into this.
Smashes that away, back of the point. What a great strike, just the width of it, and oh, that's just wide of that fielder. Did he get a bit of hand to it? No, I don't think so. Cuts it away. Just that width once again offered by Taskin Ahmed immediately. Anything wide is going to be punished. Can't afford to do that. This is terrific from Ishan Kishan.
Pulled away by Kishan. And that's going to be his first boundary on the leg side. This one has gone high. Is it going to be an opportunity? No, it's safe. Cut well by Ishan Kishan. You can't give him any width at all. That's raced away to the boundary. So pulled, leg in the air, and over the man for 6. First maximum for Ishan Kishan. 50 for Ishan Kishan, his 4th in one-day international cricket, taking his opportunity here.
And width offered once again, latching onto that one and making sure it goes to the cover boundary. Easy pickings. Is the captain Rahul, and he plays inside out. No one's going to stop that. Marvelous shot that. Be a little more selective, and that's the sweep employed quite comfortably, wonderfully well. So much in control. At the moment, Ishan Kishan just goes on his merry way. He has become the highest. Desperate.
He sweeps, and he sweeps well enough. They say keep the door open. So once the opportunity knocks, you welcome it.
What a special moment for the 24-year-old Ishan Kishan. 85 deliveries. Shot. Has thumped down the ground for another boundary. That's up in the air and gone the distance one more time. Never.
Down the ground, Ishan Kishan is certainly taking a measure of Ibadat Hossain here. He's finding the gaps. He knows exactly how to get to the boundary.
Launch himself now. Again in the slot, and the result similar. One more 6 from the bat of Ishan Kishan. Ishan Kishan here. Again. He's toying with the bowlers now.
Oh, one-handed over mid-on. Incredible shot from Ishan Kishan. We're seeing everything today. Another full toss, slashed away by Kishan for another boundary. He's into it, offs up. So Kishan this time goes up and over the off. Dugout, and they're through. A double 100 to savour for Ishan Kishan. He joins Sachin Tendulkar, Rohit Sharma and Sourav Ganguly in folklore, the only Indians to have scored 200 in one.
Just 126 deliveries. This is the big moment. Into the blocker, but he knew he was in business. In the gap, and have a look at the celebration. In the dugout, have a look at the reaction from Rahul Dravid, left of the screen. And what about him? Yeah, I mentioned earlier they was just toying with the bowlers. That was it's a slower delivery. And it sails over for another maximum. Oh, that's gone up in the air. Two players converging in, and it's Liton Kamadas who takes finally the catch. Ishan.
It's the first time that he's playing against Bangladesh in a one-day international. 2-0 down in the series. Comes into the playing 11. That's just it. Ishan Kishan 2-1-0. Walks back.
Here comes Jasprit Bumrah, and fast bowlers tend to have long memories.
Well, we all remember this. Bumrah getting stuck into Jimmy Anderson. It was quite unpleasant to watch, and there were plenty of words flying around. Anderson will be reminding him that it's his turn, and with Mark Wood steaming in, he's not going to get many in his half either. Here he goes.
But these tail-enders, firstly Bumrah, then Siraj, have got to try and get stuck in, try and sneak another 18 or so, get that lead up to 200. It's a good piece of bowling from Robinson, the slower ball, smart thinking. And it's another slower ball. This time Bumrah helps it away wide of mid-on and gets a couple.
Well, we were talking about how sensible Ishant Sharma had been. It was a very good delivery by Ollie Robinson, but Ishant thought he was Viv Richards going across the pitch, trying to get through that leg side, and he knew the moment it hit him on the pad, it was plumb in front. And that's where, as a captain, you do just need to be patient against these tailenders. They will hit a couple of good shots and they'll frustrate you, but they are tailenders for a reason, especially these Indian tailenders. You look at their averages, not all that proficient.
Looks like Bumrah's come out with some intent here. So Joe Root has moved Moeen Ali to a deepish mid-wicket position. He's just got two catchers, Johnny Bairstow and Rory Burns. Root himself has come from slip where he normally stands, just so he can chat to Anderson and Robinson and get the field absolutely right. It's a game of very fine margins. You want to be as precise as possible with your field settings, so he just pushes Anderson a bit deeper now, and he asks Moeen Ali to go out to the deep mid-wicket boundary. I think he senses that Bumrah wants to play some shots. Slow ball edge, but short of Butler, a diving Butler. He had to go for it because it was never carrying to Bairstow. End of the 90th, 2-11 for 8.
This slow ball from Robinson really is slow. You can see the fingers on top of the seam and it floats out there, and that was actually what saved Bumrah in the end, because it wasn't quite enough on the ball to get through to Jos Buttler, but absolutely intent on playing his shots here, Jasprit Bumrah.
I tell you what, it's an excellent knuckle ball, isn't it? Just brilliantly bowled. just floating down, almost wobbling down. Part of a fast bowler's armour in one-day cricket, but in this situation, Robinson sensing that it's a useful delivery to bowl at tail-enders who are looking to play some shots. Mark Wood standing at the end of his mark. Short leg, just one slip is Rory Burns. Going to take every run. And Bumrah gets down to Mark Wood's end, and he may well know what's coming.
Yeah, and you can absolutely understand why Joe Root's got a lot of the fielders out. Just feel for Mark Wood, you need a couple, probably a leg slip in there, I would have thought, with the short leg, and maybe a gully as well as a slip. You just think about the tail-enders, they're going to probably back away. The ball can easily loop up on that offside. Actually, I think Johnny Bairstow has come into a gully right now.
Tie his legs together.
I don't think he's going to be getting a big stride in anyway, let's be honest.
Yeah, sure it's going to be a half volley to drive. So once again, Root being very particular. He's got loads of fielders on the leg side. There's only one man in front of square on the offside. Senses Bumrah's looking to swipe to leg. So deep mid-wicket, deep backward square, fine leg, short leg, and two men saving one on the leg side. Well, it was short and it was fast, and Bumrah tried to swing it away leg side. If that had come off the top edge, I fancy it would have gone a long way. He's bowling quickly here, Mark Wood.
Watching the ball like a hawk. He knows exactly where it's going to be. And he's intent on playing his shots, but he was probably a yard or two too slow on that one.
Again, he tries to swing one away leg side. At some point, Mark Wood, you assume, is going to try and bowl something at the stumps. Maybe try and soften up Bumrah first of all, and then full and fast.
Well, I don't think Jimmy Anderson's going to be particularly keen to see the full delivery. He'd be happy to see a couple more short ones first, I think.
It's just flashed up on the big screen, 94 miles an hour, and that great roar from the crowd. Short again. Oh, and that's done Butler. I think it's off the glove. Butler was going leg side. And Jimmy Anderson is very fine down there at third man, almost in a deep fly slip position. So he's saved a certain four by being so fine.
Yeah, this is genuine pace and hostility. Think off the back arm, actually. Jos Buttler had no chance.
Just wrong-footed, wasn't he? And you can see why. Everything looked leg side, and Butler was anticipating that. Jasprit Bumrah thankful for the single to get up the non-striker's end. Fine leg and third man are very fine, which is good for the tail-enders. Fast ball just cuts through Shami, beaten for pace.
Well, Mark Wood has got a stiff and sore shoulder, but he's showing no lack of ambition and pace this morning. This is excellent from him, and you can tell these Indian tailenders do not like it.
Yeah,
who does?
There's a bit of chat again between Bumrah and Root, who's at mid-on. So they're giving back plenty and a bit with interest, given what happened on the third evening. Oh, it's another gorgeous delivery that gets past the outside edge, but only just 213 for 8. Highly charged atmosphere out in the middle. Mark Wood bowling thunderbolts. And Jasprit Bumrah getting a bit of attention from the fielders. Just keep your eye on Ollie Robinson. He's going to mix up his pace with the odd knuckleball here. Swung away by Bumrah, but only as far as Sam Curran.
Well, the Indian lead creeping up. It's now 187 runs, and England will be very keen to get this innings wrapped up ASAP.
£1 million for the foundation. Fantastic, Andrew.
Absolutely blown away, Hafiz. I mean, just astounding amounts, and so appreciative of the support that the crowd here at Lord's has shown us, all the Sky viewers. It's extraordinary and can allow us to do so much good as a foundation. So thank you to everyone, including, of course, you guys, the commentators, who have plugged it so well for us as well.
Good shot from Shami, but there is a man out there. It's Dom Sibley at deep point, so just a single.
So far, Jasprit Bumrah has played a shot a ball. Interesting to see how Ollie Robinson deals with this. We've seen a couple of slow balls from him already. He's got the scouts out on the leg side as well, so don't be surprised if there's a short ball.
Slower ball again that he bowls so well. And Bumrah shadows or practices a straight drive. It's not entirely what he's looking to do in real time. Just looking out at the fielder's leg side. Sam Curran, Moeen Ali, James Anderson are the three who are in the game. And just brought in 10 yards at long on by Joss Buttler. That is a lovely straight drive. That was the shot that he practiced after the previous ball, and he was unlucky because it crashed into leg stump at the non-striker's end.
Well, he'll be thinking there's no value in hitting the ball straight, because that is a perfect shot and he's got nothing for it.
Shami was out of his ground. Most batsmen would be diving back to make their ground, but there was no touch on it from Robinson. Slower ball again. Bumrah swings away to Anderson at long on. Just the single. 216 for 8. Nick Knight at third man.
I was just talking a lot about the slower ball, the knuckle ball of Ollie Robinson. A, he's good at bowling it. B, he's very good at disguising it as well. Let's just have a look and show you. If we get, you can see there, that's a normal classic outswing position, fingers behind the ball, and as he gathers there, that is when he makes the adjustment. So as a batsman, you see none of that until it's too late. The ball then flicks out. Now, a lot of bowlers will do it differently. Some will perhaps show you it in their run-up. Some will perhaps cover the hand so they can't see it as he runs in. But Ollie Robinson does it the tough way, because as a batsman, you think it's an outswinger, and then at the last minute, it's not. It's brilliant skill.
It's also a highly charged atmosphere out there. I mentioned that Bumrah was getting plenty of attention from England's fielders. It's Buttler and Root who are engaging in a bit of chit-chat now. Michael Gough, the umpire, just trying to calm things down. Bumrah's giving plenty back as well. And this is all a hangover from what happened on the third evening when Bumrah tore into Anderson at the end of that day's play. Cricketers don't tend to forget.
No, and it looks like Jasprit Bumrah is not content with what's been said. Michael Goff doing the right thing, trying to get in between the players and calm things down. As you say, things bubble up in a test match, especially on day 5, especially when the match is on the line.
Well, somehow he's got that through the offside. I can't think that that's where he was looking to hit the ball, but look at the reaction on the Indian players' balcony, where Virat Kohli is standing, staring, gesticulating, clapping. They are trying to give Bumrah some support from the edge because they recognise that he's under immense pressure from England's bowlers and fielders. The lead is 193.
Well, every run is absolutely crucial now. You think about India getting that lead beyond 200. Suddenly that looks like quite a substantial chase. 79 overs left in the day. So pressure on all these players right now.
It's fun when Bumrah gets ball in hand as well. Remember, England have got a bat yet, and he's got a bowl. Terrific stuff. Nearly an hour into the final day, and India's lead 193. Still 2 wickets to take.
England just need to be a bit careful here with Bumrah. They've got most of their field out on the leg side. Bumrah increasingly is standing to the leg side and looking to hit it through the offside, which is sensible on his part because there are no fielders there. But Joe Root just might need to rethink this field right now.
Hit Bumrah, who turns down Shami at the non-striker's end and keeps the strike.
Well, this one hit him hard. He went for the shot, too much pace and right on that grill.
Yeah, there'll be a moment here, and it's probably not a bad thing as far as the game is concerned. To check that Bumrah is okay, because that was a fast ball that hit him hard at 90 miles an hour. And, we hope that he's okay. There'll be the mandatory concussion test that has to be taken. But it may just allow for the players just to take a moment and bring a bit of calmness to proceedings. I think while Bumrah is taking that concussion test, the umpires have said it's a good time to take drinks. So that's what we will do, with India's lead standing at 193. been a very dramatic morning here at Lord's. India began the day 181 for 6 with the brilliant wicketkeeper batsman Rishabh Pant just showing one glimpse really of the danger that he posed to England. He ran down to Anderson and thrashed him through the offside. He's getting good support from Ishant Sharma, but a lot was resting on Pant, and when that happened, England were absolutely delighted. Good bit of bowling from Ollie Robinson, end of the dangerous Pant, and then Ishant Sharma, who continued to play, as tailenders often do, but was undone by an excellent slower ball, a knuckle ball from Ollie Robinson, and was palpably LBW. And since then, it has been all happening. Jasprit Bumrah, who gave Jimmy Anderson an earful on the third evening, has been getting a bit back himself. He's just been hit a nasty blow on the head and has gone through a concussion test. And he's okay. And drinks have been taken. And the situation is that India are still 220 for 8, leading by 193. England have been bowling short at Bumrah, maybe too short, nothing at the stumps, and they've got to think about getting him out as well. Mark Wood, who didn't take the field at the start of play, has bowled quickly since coming on. Does get this one straight, fast, full and straight, and Bumrah gets it away for a single out to Dom Sibley. Do you think that drinks break, Andrew, Joe Root might just have got his fielders and bowlers round and just had a kind of calming word and try and just refocus on what they have to do?
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Highly charged, emotional atmosphere with the test match on the line, and it's a time for cool heads. Yes, I don't mind them making those Indian batsmen feel uncomfortable, but you can't afford to lose it yourself. And England must be thinking about how best to get these two out at the moment. Yes, short balls are fine, but you still need to bring those stumps into play, in my opinion.
No, Shami sent back, and wisely sent back by Bumrah. They survive the over, the 93rd over, and the lead is 194.
It is tricky with these type of players in, because they're going to play their shots. The ball can go in all sorts of different directions. So that is the challenge for Joe Root. He's obviously thinking about the wicket, but he's also thinking about saving runs. Just like to see a couple more fielders in catching positions. Maybe a couple of slips and a gully, and then the men out there. And for Ollie Robinson in particular, just to hit a length a bit more often.
Well, India's last 3 wickets at Nottingham put on 73 from memory, and after the match Virat Kohli said his tailenders have been working really hard in the nets up in Durham. Shami 43 minutes at the crease, Bumrah 26 minutes. And he pulls away fine, but just for a single. And Mark Wood bowls the ball in. He didn't want to throw it in because he's got a sore shoulder. But again, Kohli will be very happy with the efforts with the bat of his bowlers here. Root again is out of slip now. He wants to chat to Robinson, so he's stood at mid-off. I don't think England have quite got it right since the dismissal of Ishant Sharma. Rather lost their heads. They've bowled halfway down at India's numbers 9 and 10. Very few catches in place.
A slow ball from Robinson again, but I agree with you, Afiz. I think for tailenders you still need to think about what your best delivery is, how's the best way of getting them out. Sometimes you just bring your line a little bit straighter than maybe for a top order batsman, so you're bringing in off stump, middle and off on a length. And yes, the odd short ball, definitely. You can easily get drawn into trying to bowl magic balls or too many short balls. A good example there for Ollie Robinson. He's bowled very full half volley, and that's kind of where Bumrah wants him to be bowling.
Credit to both these batsmen as well. Bumrah's got a dozen now, Shami 10. These are precious, precious runs in a very tight test match. The lead almost up to 200 now, it's 197. Played that very easily through the leg side to take the lead to 198. End of the 94th. 225 for 8. Nick Knight.
Thanks, Haf. Yeah, I mean, you guys are right. Obviously, emotions are running pretty high out there at the moment. That seems to be the way England's bowlers are approaching it. They're banging in a lot of deliveries, a lot of short stuff. Bumrah, of course, involved with Jimmy Anderson. All of that said and done, let's just have a look at the lengths here that England bowled. Now, this is since Pant's dismissal. So when perhaps you're bowling at the tail end here, 9, 10 and 11, and nearly every other ball is short. And that's perhaps telling its own story. Now, you look at the field, and Andrew Strauss and Michael have been talking about it. Actually, the bowlers are bowling to their field because there isn't really anyone at slip. And I think Mikey's coming on commentary now, and he's going to talk about it as well. But the reason you bat 9, 10, 11 is because you don't pick up length so well, and you don't play the best ball that a bowler can bowl as well. And I'd like to see, I think Mikey would be the same, just a bit more length, but also Joe Root setting a field that allows a bowler to bowl length. So if we have a look at this field, there's only, what, 5th slip, perhaps a 6th slip, should we call him that, Rory Burns, and a short leg. Now, it doesn't mean, as Mikey I'm sure will explain, doesn't mean that you can't get a wicket, particularly when Mark Wood is bowling quick, but as a general plan, I think England have been a bit too short. Thoughts, Mikey?
Preaching to the converted. I have spoken about this sort of thing on so many occasions here on Sky and on other networks. Every bat out there has an edge. Okay, it's difficult to concentrate on hitting the edge on this pitch because a lot of edges are not carried into the slip cordon. But if you're bowling to, as we call them, tail enders, a single, as you rightly said, Nick, these guys are not frontline batsmen with a great deal of skill. So if you're bowling to these lower order batsmen, fine if you want to be a little bit defensive because you don't want them to get too many runs, but I can't understand why captains are defensive all around the field. If you have 5 fielders in defensive positions, they should be on one side of the wicket and tell your bowler that's the side of the wicket I want you to bowl, and I can't see needing 5 anyway. But when you have defensive fielders on both sides of the field, that's a little bit difficult for a bowler. I'm running into bowl here, Ward, and I'm looking at this field and I'm saying to myself, how am I going to get this batsman out? I have to depend on him playing a bad shot, hooking a short ball to one of 3 men deep on the leg side, or backing away and squirting it down the 3rd man or backward point. That's a ball that is very short. All of those 5 shots to those 5 men are very short balls. What if I want to bowl line and length and try and hit the stumps or hit him LBW or hit the outside edge? I haven't really got too many options here.
.200 is the lead, and the captain loves it. We've been living every ball of this on the Indian balcony. What you said there, Mikey, how am I going to get the batsman out? It's what we hear from Shane Warne all the time in these situations. But the reason Root is putting so many scouts out and being defensive is because he is worried about the small margins that this test match could be won or lost.
All they're doing is eking out these runs in the water. There are a multitude of positions here that they can get singles. The only people preventing a single is a slip, which obviously you can't get a single to slip, and the bat pad. Every other fielder you can get a single to. So once you get bat and ball, unless you scoop it in the air to someone, you're getting runs. The best way to prevent someone from getting runs is to make sure they are in the pavilion, get them out.
Absolutely with you. Root has gone to a gully position now.
That's another position you won't get a single to the bowler.
They've added 19 runs, Shami and Bumrah. Root is worried about the lead. He's thinking about the time left in the game. Final hour, just to let you know, starts at 5 o'clock, or if 15 overs are left, whichever is the latter.
ملي شلوريز سالي چې افغان یونایټډ بانک ټایټل سپانسر دی دا ډول وړاندې کیږي د اتصالات مخابراتي شرکت له لوري ملت سټیل بیا په دغه سیالیو کې مرستیال مالي ملاتړی دی د ټولو